I know you're heading off to DC here in a little while to compete in the National B. How did you first feel when you won at regionals?
I was surprised. Like, I felt so happy because I studied so hard for it. And when they said I could go to nationals, I was so happy because it was my goal.
Now, you're in Suncrest Middle,
Yes.
8th grade? Okay. Have you been in the spelling bee before?
Yes, I have. In the 6th grade, I've been to regionals, but I
Mhm.
got out in the 2nd round, so I tried again in 8th grade.
So, in those couple of years, did you do anything different as far as how you got ready or studied?
Well, I studied a little more, and I got a better list to study from.
What do you find is like kind of the best way to get ready for it? Some people read books, others practice. What's yours?
Well, I like to read and get quizzed, because my brother and my parents like to quiz me, and it helps me.
What kind of reading material do you like?
Well, I like to study lists from other years and just like spelling lists, and I like to study rules of languages
What kind of languages?
like French, German. Like they have the weirdest rules, and then like Latin and Greek, they're kind of less.
Now I know that in the spelling bees, a lot of words they're derived from other languages. Is there any one in particular you find to be easier or more difficult?
Well, German is definitely the hardest out of all of them, and Latin is the closest to like normal English,
Hmm.
I guess. So Latin is the easiest.
Why would German be the hardest? It seems to me that you pronounce everything in German, so it might be a little easier than say French.
Well, German, it has consonant clusters like SCH and other like syllables and they have silent letters mostly like AU. You wouldn't hear the U, and they have EIs and you wouldn't hear the I. So it's a little confusing to see when they would use the letters in
Interesting.
German.
Now, a couple years ago, I noticed when I covered the spelling bee, a lot of the words, for some strange reason, seem to be food items. Did you notice any kind of, I guess, grouping of words like that this time around?
Well, there were a lot of food, but I mean, I didn't really notice much.
That's just something I kind of picked up on. But what were, I guess, some of the more, if you can remember, more challenging words that you spelled and were kind of surprised you got right at first?
Well, I got the word, I think, paladin, and
Mhm.
I was surprised because that was my winning word, and I didn't know that word from before, and I guessed.
Winning word in which?
In regionals.
Okay.
In regionals.
So when do you leave for Washington D.C.?
May 22nd is the day I'm gonna arrive there.
And how's the National Spelling Bee gonna play out? Is it all in one day or is it spread out?
It's spread out. On the 24th, they're gonna have the written test, the preliminaries, round 1, and then they have round 2 and 3 on the 25th, and on the 26th they have finals.
So how are you getting ready for the big showdown in the meantime?
Well, I've been studying some lists from past years, and I'm studying some rules from other languages.
Have you ever been to D.C. before?
Yeah, I've been to Washington, D.C. many times, but I've never been to the spelling